Hey guys, and welcome to the Brick Box and to a review of the brand new released for the summer of 2012 Jabba's Palace set 9516. Now this set is made up of 717 pieces and we do get 9 superb minifigures, I've got to say, with this set. One of the most impressive sets released recently. Regards to the minifigures, they are awesome, like I say. Like I say, we do get 9, and the new designs. We get Han Solo in Carbonite. The Carbonite's not new, but the Han Solo minifigure is slightly different to the last one. Big Fortuna, new design. Gamorrean guard, completely new design on that one. Oola, the dancer, that is a new release minifigure. Jabba the Hutt, redesign. Salacious Crumb, this is the first time we've seen that one as well. Leia Organa in Boushh disguise, and that is the first time we've seen that as well. And I've got to say, Leia Boushh is fantastic. Always one of my favourite figures from the vintage line back in the 70s and 80s. Oh, 1984, I think that was released. The old design figures are Chewbacca and Bomar Monk. We've seen those before. Chewbacca we've seen quite a few times. It would be nice if the Lego group could come up with a new design on Chewbacca. Just redesign him a little bit, you know, just keep him fresh. But maybe in the near future we'll see that. This set is going to cost you in the UK a stupidly overpriced £119.99. You guys in the USA, $119.99. Europe, €139.99. And for you guys in Australia, always getting the stupidly overpriced sets in Australia. I know you guys, I do feel sorry for you. $199.99 for you guys in Australia, so it's going to hit you very hard. But it's hitting everybody very hard, this set. Like I say, it's stupidly overpriced. But I think the Lego group have gone on the exclusivity of the minifigures, the new designs, etc. New tooling has had to be made for a lot of these minifigures, so that has not come cheap. So that's pushed the price of this set up. Still, it could have done with being cheaper. Maybe I would have been a bit happier with £95, maybe £100, but that's still pushing it. For you guys in America, I think, you know, $95 maybe, and that's still, like I say, top end but acceptable. But you know, 120 is just way too much. This does come with a sliding throne that Jabba's sitting on, and a trapdoor with hidden treasure, entrance gate with a flick missile, detachable roof and watchtower. And Jabba comes with his water pipe as well. Now this set does come with a brick separator, yay, yay, which we seem to be getting a lot of lately, but hey, there you go. We have 1 and we have 2 manuals. Now with these manuals we've been getting a little comic strip in the back, and I will just flick to the back of this one, and there you will see the comic strip for the Jabba's Palace. Pretty cool pictures there, I must say. Not too enthralling, but it is all the same very good. So let's take a look at the box, guys. Nice picture on the front with the Gamorrean guard up there about to commit suicide. Maybe he's just had enough of Jabba the Hutt. Keep having a go at him maybe, who knows. There on the side we have all the minifigures. Just give you a rundown. All those awesome minifigures there. And then of course we have the minifigures on the top, running across the top as well. And on the back of the box, these boxes are very glossy, as you can see the light bouncing off it. Quite a few nice pictures on the back of there as well, showing you a few of the working features. So let's have a look at the main set itself, Jabba's Palace. It does come with a watchtower there, which is detachable, and then this is the main throne room section, and you see this at the back. This is a lever that will push forward the throne, which we'll show you in a second anyway. This roof is detachable, and you can see there is a flick missile, and I'll just take that off. It looks like a UFO. It could always double as a UFO if you got bored of it, and you could you could hang that off the roof and use it as a UFO, like I say. The flick missile will operate via this red button at the back, so push that in and there you go. But just that one. And then we have some guns at the top of the door there as well. This door will open by pulling this up, and then it will lock with a lever. You can see this lever there that's moving, that will just lock into place and keep the door open, and then just move that out of the way and it will fall back down. We have the security eye at the front there that just pops out, so when they get to the door, if you remember in the films, that pops out to see who they are. I will break this into two pieces in a second, guys. I'll just give it a spin around. There you can see at the back where you push in to make the eye pop out, and there you can see Jabba on his throne, and there's his pipe and Salacious Crumb by the side, and here we have Han Solo in Carbonite on the side of there. So this is the watchtower section. I've just dismantled it from the side of Jabba's throne room, and there you can see it does look pretty nice, and the colouring of the bricks, this beige colour, any set in this colour in my opinion looks pretty awesome. I do like this colour in Lego sets. And there you can see we just give it a spin. We just got a crate up there and a bottle, and we do have a blaster inside there, pair of binoculars and another blaster, and this is obviously the watchtower section. You can put a minifigure there, whichever you please. And then as we come down to the bottom, you'll see these are the interlocking sections to add it back onto the side of the throne room. And quite a basic makeup there at the bottom, nothing too much going on, no added extras. We do have the castle style windows there, but obviously in the beige colour, and there you'll see a little better the eye that comes out, and you can see it sticking out and push back in. You do get two of these, so you do get a bonus extra eye that you can use for, I'm not sure what, but whatever you want to. There is the locking system, that is that lever. We have two cogs there, which don't really do anything, but then you pull the door up and it will lock in to one of these holes in the back of that piece there. It just locks into that hole and holds the door up like that, and there is the makeup of the door, and that is your tower. So on to the throne room section, and there you can see at the side where the tower came from. These are the three interlocking pegs that hold it into place, and there is an archway that leads into the side of that throne room. And as I've shown you earlier, this roof section does lift off, and I did show you the firing mechanism for that one missile that comes out of the top of that roof. And there you can see very clearly Jabba sitting on his throne. That is Jabba's water pipe, it says, and it's got a frog inside. And there you can see there is a trap door, and that will open via this lever section at the side. So open, close, and that will go down to the Rancor pit. And there has been speculation that there will be a Rancor pit released to interlock and fit onto this. So there is the observatory. If you remember in the film, they were looking through this mesh piece in the floor. Now you can see that Jabba is holding the pipe in one hand, and that's just a lever and a stud makeup, and that just clips onto his hand there, and I will just take that off for now. And there you can see the throne does move backwards and forwards, and that is via this section at the back. So if you push Jabba's throne back, I'll show you from the front. If you push the throne backwards like that, then I push this lever in, you'll see the throne will move forward. As simple as that. And there Salacious Crumb is sitting on the side of the throne, and we have Han Solo in the Carbonite attached to the side of this, just by in front of this archway. There's not much more to the front of this, just that lever design, and then it's just nicely finished off and smoothed off with the bricks there. Now if I take the throne away, it is as easy as this. It is not fixed to anything. There you can see the throne. If I take these off, that is what it looks like. Just a few pieces there, and a red brick which will locate into these tiled areas just to keep it steady. And then at the back of there you can see there's a pan and a flame, And inside, underneath Jabba's throne, we just have a gun, some treasure and a frog as well. And there you can see inside just a few of the extra pieces in the back. And we do have a control panel there for Han Solo's Carbonite. Now the speculation around this, like I say, is that there is going to be a Rancor pit. And a lot of people have been saying, if you look underneath, you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4 holes there, as if it's going to interlock into some columns that run down. This may be true, but like people have been saying, why would there be 4 holes there? There just wouldn't be. So it does seem to suggest that there will be a Rancor pit, as a lot of people have been requesting this and be saying it would be great to have a Rancor monster figure, and I know I for one do want a Rancor monster. It is much anticipated and overdue, so let's hope for that for the future. So first up is our Jabba the Hutt minifigure, or not so minifigure, and we have seen Jabba the Hutt before, but not in this kind of detail. I will be doing a comparison on a lot of these minifigures with the old and the new, so please stay tuned for those. Next we have detail all the way down the tail section of Jabba, and we have detail on this lower body as well. Spin round, and we have a lot of this slug-like rippling effect on that body. We do have a tattoo on that one arm, that is pretty cool, and lots of detail to the face area. And this does spin round, you can spin that 360, and we have the clasping hands, so you can put a frog in his hand, you can have Salacious sitting on his hand, you can do quite a lot with that. And then we have a couple of holes there at the top of the head, like some kind of breathing hole. I'm sure those are supposed to be there. And the eyes are pretty cool as well, orange, and we have this big grin on that face. And next up we have the awesome looking Salacious Crumb, and this is his debut release, and it does look pretty cool. He's not articulated, it's just one moulded piece, but still he looks pretty cool there. The facial expression is quite comical on that one, I do like that, and the tail that whips up to the back, and there you can see the back of him. Not too much detail on the back really because of the paint applications. We do have this little bit of paint for his hair and just around the shoulders, and if we look underneath that, you'll see we just have that one hole, so you can apply him to any of the Lego bricks, or like I say, you can apply him to Jabba's hand or throne. And next up is now one of my favourite minifigures to be released to date. It is the awesome Leia Boushh, and she comes with the lance blade and the thermal detonator. This is just one awesome minifigure, guys. I can't tell you how impressed I am with this. The helmet is fantastic. You do get this thermal detonator piece there, which is just one rounded stud, and there is the lance, just made up of 2 pieces. We have some great detail to this figure. I will take away the lance and the thermal detonator now, so we can get a very good look at this outstanding minifigure. There you can see all the detail to the front of that torso and the legs. Detail in abundance there. And she comes in this beige colour with brown hands, and the helmet is just outstanding. Give you a 360 of that. She comes with this backpack section, and we do have printing on the rear of that, you can see there. It does carry around to the rear of that torso, and like I say, that helmet is just outstanding, it really is. And then if I take this away, you'll see underneath we have 2 facial expressions as well. As if this figure wasn't awesome enough, you do get 2 facial expressions. Now this minifigure does come with a separate hairpiece as well, so it just keeps giving and giving, this one. So you can have her with the hair piece on, or with the helmet on. So massive thumbs up for this one. And next up is the hugely redesigned Gamorrean guard. It can't be much more different from the older one. If they tried it, they've just completely revamped this. It looks fantastic. There we have the axe with the brown wand section with the axe clipped onto it. We have detailing to the legs there as well, and the head, the sculpt is just fantastic with the teeth and the eyes. It looks so much more true to the films now, and the detailing carries on round to the back as well. And this piece will just slip over, and underneath we just have this plain brown body, and that is the piece that just slips over there like that. And next up we have Oola the dancer, and this is the debut release for this minifigure, and it is very striking in this bright green colour all the way around. We have great detail to the front of that torso and legs, and this headpiece is outstanding. You can see we have a metallic silver finish there to the top, around the sides, and we do have detail to the back as well, and this headpiece just comes right down to the back, these tentacle style pieces off the head. It's just very striking, very nice indeed. And she does come with that one happy expression, and then Jabba the Hutt drops her into the Rancor pit, and now she's not too happy. So yes, we do have the two facial expressions on that minifigure. And next up is Bib Fortuna, and this is redesigned as well, and the headpiece is pretty extravagant on this. We do have printing which is highly finished off in the metallic silver colour there. A lot of blue going on as well, flesh coloured hands. All this is flesh coloured head as well, and we have a black cape. There is no detail or printing to the rear of that torso, so I won't be looking at that. The one thing I don't like about this minifigure is this headpiece comes down too far at the back and pushes on the back of the cape there. As you can see, it does crease it up a little. It's it's too close to the cape, and it just pushes it out of shape. That is the only thing I don't like about this minifigure, but it's still awesome. And there is the headpiece. Quite an intricate design that, and he does have that one facial expression, but that is the only facial expression he does have. And there with the headpiece off, you can see how it does crease the knot in the cape there, so that is not too good. And next up we have Chewbacca, which we have seen a lot of times. Like I said, I wish they'd just do a little redesign on Chewbacca now. They've brought a lot of the minifigures up to date, but Chewbacca's still looking a little old and worn out. It would be nice to have a revamp of this one, but this is exactly the same as what we've seen before. It comes with the handcuffs, which he has been released with handcuffs in previous sets as well. He's the reddish brown colour, and there you can see his silver belt that runs right round his body. And next up we have Han Solo Carbonite. Now the Carbonite block there is exactly the same as what we have seen previously. All this detail on the side is exactly the same in the previous one. All of that. And at the back as well we just have the two pegs that come out for the minifigure to hold on to, which will keep it in place. Like I say, that is exactly the same as what we've seen before. Now the redesign bit on this minifigure, the detailing to that torso is the same on the old one. The main difference being the head. It's a completely different facial expression. Then we have that one, and then we have this one. These are both new prints to that head. And lastly we have the Bomar monk, and he comes with the samurai sword legs and some arms as well attached to the top, which attach to the samurai sword legs. We have this clear dome with a orange translucent piece which is just dropped into the middle of that, which gives you that pretty awesome looking design really. I do like that with the dome piece there, clear dome piece with the translucent orange in the middle, and it does rattle around that as well. It is free in there. Right then guys, so let's get down to the ratings of this set, and we'll start with the younger guys, ages 5 to 12. I've given this a 7 out of 10 for you guys. There are a lot of play features on this. It is a good play set, but due to the price, I don't think your parents are going to appreciate the amount of money they have to pay for this. And if you have to pay for it out of your pocket money or whatever money you get for whatever you do, it's going to take you a long time to save up for it. So that's why I'll give it a 7. Now the teenagers ages 13 to 19, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. The younger teenagers will still get the playability out of this, but the older teenagers will really appreciate the minifigures with this. and the older teenagers may be able to afford it a bit better, as you may have a job or you may have more money coming in than the younger guys, so it's going to be a bit more obtainable for the elders. So that's why I'll give it 8 out of 10. The A-Foals, 20 plus, again 8 out of 10. The A-Foals will be able to afford these sets, and they will appreciate the minifigures more so than anything, and I think they will appreciate the exclusivity of this set. I think this is going to be a keeper for the future. I think it will hold its money, maybe even go up in value, due to many people not buying this, I would imagine, and just obtaining the minifigures online and not buying the set. The Brickbox build difficulty rating, I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10. It's just above average. It's not too hard to build. There are a few parts on this that are a bit need a bit more concentration, let's say. Anyway guys, more Star Wars Lego reviews to come, so please stay tuned, and please subscribe. That would be very nice of you, and I would appreciate that very much. Until next time guys, brick on.